Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Thomas Lemar to review today. This guy got actually he got some pretty sick upgrades in all fairness. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. 5-star weak foot's obviously the big thing. Again, medium work rates could be it could be good, it could be bad. As you guys know, I use Bergwijn's card, and I really liked his card because I think his attacking positioning and all that good stuff definitely compensated for the medium work rates really well. Thomas Lemar could be a very similar situation. However, I am seeing this card maybe mostly being used as a cam, but we're going to see what's up with that. So, in regards to Thomas Lemar's card, 5'7" medium left foot with a 5-star weak foot is great, right? Let's take a look at his specific stats here, guys. We have 88 acceleration with 88 sprint speed, 82 finishing with 87 shot power. His dribbling is actually quite nice. Okay, so here's the thing with this card, right? Right off the bat. We have to try him out without a chemistry style because I need to see if those dribbling stats that he has right now are good enough. Because I need to see if I need to give him a sniper still. As you guys know, I always aim for super responsive gameplay. It could be a sniper, but I'm also thinking like a marksman chemistry style. We're going to have to take a look at that afterwards in regards to what I really feel like he needs in game. Would I use him on the sides? I mean, if you give him a hunter chemistry style, you're giving him plus 10 for acceleration sprint speed. He does have 85 stamina, which is okay. 84 composure as well, which is decent. Yeah, this is one of those cards I have to try out with a basic chemistry style first, because his shooting is okay, but he doesn't have the finishing. Finishing needs to be increased no matter what. Pace, you don't necessarily need to increase the pace if you're using him as a cam. If you're using him as a left or right-sided player, I'm sorry, but the only option you really have is the hunter chemistry style, because you need the pace on the sides. Or you could give him a hawk chemistry style, which I don't think is really worth it anyways, because I think a 98 acceleration, 98 sprint speed would be really nice, right? Especially with that 5-star weak foot. I have to try him out specifically in the cam spot and the left attacking mid spots, because those are the two positions I see him being good at, just because of that 5-star weak foot that he has, right? So, yeah, because his dribbling, man, 91 ball control, 90 dribbling, 83 reactions is a problem. That's why I think the marksman chemistry style could help that out a lot, in all fairness. 85 stamina is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible, right? No physical presence, or not that much of a physical presence, which is fine. He is 5'7", so he's super tiny. Yeah, I need to try him on the cam spot. I wonder if this card's going to be good. I'm kind of curious now. We'll see what's up with that. We're doing quarter the ball at the same time. Might as well, right? So, yeah. The way that we're going to be set up with this team, because Griezmann can literally play anywhere that kid wants, because he's amazing. We're going to set up with the 4-2-3-1 instructions, but Thomas Lemar will start off as a central cam, and then we'll move him to the left cam position if we really need to. Just to test it out, because as you guys know, as I tested the cards when I'm playing with them, sometimes I just realize this is the position he belongs in. I wouldn't switch him at all, but then it's all personal preference, right? It's just because of the medium work rates that it's going to be interesting to try him out there, because the thing about this Thomas Lemar card is that the skill moves that he has, with the weak foot that he has, with base card stats of passing already being pretty decent, he could be a really good cam. He's 190k right now. I have to let my boy know if he's a good card to use or not, or to keep, because it's gonna be very interesting to see if he's actually decent in game. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. I was going to test this card out without the chemistry style, but I just want you guys to take a look at the marksman chemistry style on this card in the cam position with 85 stamina. Physical stat increases, but importantly, you're increasing reactions, ball control, dribbling, as well as the agility, but you're giving him a plus 10 for finishing with a plus 5 for shot power. So, like I said, with a chemistry style like this, I only see him being used as a cam, with the medium work rates especially. So, let's try him out in game now. This guy got prime Kaká. Wow, okay. All right, Lemar, how do you dribble? Okay, so yeah, the marksman chemistry style definitely helps out a lot. Okay, so that's a necessity. I need the reaction specifically to be higher, and those 3 main dribbling stats, so that's good. He doesn't utilize that position instantly, which I don't really like. I like when my cams understand that they need to push that area instantly. Now, again, this is because of playstyle and whatnot. But at some point, he did utilize the empty space pretty well. And because, you know, his left foot is his strong foot, we've increased his finishing by a +10, his shot power by a +5. Definitely makes a difference in that cam position for sure. I just wanted him to push it a little bit quicker, you know? When I use like Bruno Fernandes as like player of the month card, stuff like that, they'll go into that space instantly. And it might be because of the high work rates, right? Not super aggressive right there. He's not much of a runner. He's not much of a runner. Which is okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing. At least I know he's always going to be positioned in that general area, right? We're going to have to definitely test him out on the sides for sure, though. Oh, he's aggressive here, though. Okay, interesting. Transitions back quite nicely, actually. Finesse shot from that angle. Ooh. Okay, Thomas Lemar. Dude, that shot power definitely helps out this card a lot. Did I miss out on the traits on this card? Does he have the finesse shot trait? Oh, he has the finesse shot trait. That is a massive trait to have in this game. Absolutely huge trait to have. That in the right attacking mid position because of that finesse shot trait is huge, dude. Not even the left side, because if he cuts inside and he gets that finesse shot, that's a Jeej. He's not one of those like constant attackers then. He's one of those like picks and chooses his battles types of cams, which again, not a bad thing, right? You gotta adapt to it sometimes. It's not because he's a bad card. It's just something different, you know? Positions himself really nicely in the cam spot.
If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defense, and they look like they're creaking. That's why.
Great pass there with his left foot. Gets back into position quite nicely. Back on his left foot. From that angle, he's going to hit that. His shots are really, really nice on his left foot. They're really, really nice. Griezmann off to the side with the high work rates and the 5-star weak foot is working really well off of Lemar as well. I do think Griezmann is wasted on the sides, even though he plays those positions really nicely, because he definitely belongs in the middle, in my opinion. But, yeah, man, Lamar's playing really well so far. The medium work rates, it's not really, really bothering me, but I am noticing certain runs that he could be making earlier, but again, not a big deal. You just build up the play slower, and then you'll get to the position eventually. Oh, wow. He actually... Dude, I noticed that when I'm on the sides, he starts to make more runs in the middle. Yeah, this is just the best card this year, buddy, Griezmann. What are you going to say about that? Do you see why he belongs in the middle? Look at this thing. Yeah, when I get to the sides, though, he definitely starts to make those over-committing runs into the 18-yard box, which is very interesting. Very responsive in his dribbling. Oh, that was Cordoba just not being necessarily the fastest. Lamar's utilizing empty space really nicely now, though. When he's coming off of passes, that's when he's going in quickly. Yeah, I just had to find my stride with this card. I'm used to him now. I'm used to how he moves. So he's definitely picking and choosing the right spots to run now, which is great. You just gotta, it's like a small little adjustment period. You just gotta get used to the characteristics of the card, right? I am liking it, though. It's right here. That's when he starts making those runs, you see? But it's here where I need him to come back into position because he's my central cam, you know? And that's where it presents to be a problem. It just depends on like what you want your players to do movement-wise.
Possession lost, intercepted. Griezmann.
Aggressive runner with medium work rates. Interesting. Yeah, so he has that a characteristic of aggressively running when you're around that general area, which is very, very interesting, actually. I guess he only didn't aggressively run in that one part in the beginning, but now he's doing it constantly. Oh, I had a feeling that's what Cordoba was going to be really good at doing. Starts to cut inside instantly. Interesting. Alright guys, so final verdict on Lemar's card. The finesse shot trait is a huge thing on this card. However, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because he's 5'7", medium work rates with an 85 stamina that throws me off a little bit about the card. Is the card really fun to use? Yes. But you guys know how I am. I really don't like using a 5'7" player that doesn't have base card stats of good pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling. Like, you know how like Eden Hazard is like, I think he's like 5'8" or 5'9", but his upgraded versions of his cards, he's very good in those four main areas, right off the bat, without having to give him a chemistry style. The chemistry style will only benefit the card, right? With Lemar, it doesn't really feel that way, right? Is he a good card in game to use? Yeah, because I use like Nakajima's FC Porto card, and that card's like 5'5", and he's really fun to use. I can't say the card's terrible because he's 5'7", because there's a lot of people that are going to get this card and do work with him. Other than the fact of my own personal preference, is the card good? Yes. Would I get him myself for my team? Not really, right? Because here's the thing with this card. You can only really use him in the cam position. You could decide to use him on the sides, but you would have to give him a marksman chemistry style because you want to make his dribbling as responsive as possible, even though he's a 5'7" player with significantly improved shooting stats. That finesse shot trait is going to be mostly noticeable as a cam more than you will notice it as a right or left attacking mid, because when he's in those positions, it's more obvious that you're going to do a finesse shot. But when you're in the cam position, sometimes you make that one pass, you do a drag back cut inside, boom, you can hit the finesse, you can hit the power strike. You don't have to make it so obvious you're going to cut inside and do a finesse shot with him, right? So I do think that he's mostly ideally used in the central cam position, but he is incredibly usable in the left and right attacking position. It's just not something that I would personally want to do in my own team, right? Was he really fun to use? Yes, but I think for the meta that exists in the game nowadays, not necessarily ideal for that, but he's a really fun card to use in the game. He's a French left mid from the Liga Santander. You got some decent links with that as well. So really depends on the situation of your team, guys, and if you want to just have fun with your cards, right? Like I said, I use Nakajima's FC Porto card, and that card is not ideal to use at all, but is it fun to use from time to time because he's an FC Porto card? Absolutely. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.